I am so grateful that all of you are here and that the topic Barbie didn't scare you not to be here, because it is such a controversial topic. So well done to all of you that came dressed as you. And I totally understand that pink is not everybody's color. Being an image consultant, definitely I realize we don't all want to wear pink. We have different style personalities, and some of us are blue girls. Who are the blue girls here? Blue girls, yeah? Blue girls, my green girls? Yeah? See, so it's not for everybody. So thank you for just coming as you, and for those of you who love to rock a pink, well done, you look gorgeous. And so do the others, by the way. Alright, okay, that just came out wrong. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just because I love pink so much, ladies. Okay, so Barbie. Who had Barbie dolls when they were little? Yeah? Barbie? Did you love your Barbie? Loved your Barbie? It was such fun, hey? So when I was little, my sister Rachel, who's 2 years younger than me, she had Barbies, and I had one Cindy doll. Do you remember the Cindy dolls? Yes. I think there's different Cindys now. So this is what I think they're looking like now. But I remember it had a bigger head, I think a more realistic body. I can't say that I chose that doll at that age for that reason. I don't think we really think like that when we're that age. But looking back now, you kind of wonder, like, was there something subliminally that I gravitated towards having a doll with a big head and maybe lots of brains and, you know, less anorexic, you know, so you kind of do think like that. But I remember my sister's Barbie, she had a whole range of Barbies. I mean, my sister even looks like Barbie today. So I kind of go, well, maybe that's where it started. Ray, if you're listening to this video, you're my Barbie sister. And she's got blonde hair, and she looks like the stereotypical Barbie, my sister. All right. I'm definitely not stereotypical Barbie. I'm the brunette. We hope we've got the brains intact. No, I'm joking. Okay, all of that's very stereotypical. We can have a good giggle. Yeah, nobody put that online. Okay, yes, the blonde ladies. Okay, you're amazing. So my sister Rachel, she loved her Barbie collection, and I sat and I designed outfits for her Barbies. So I used to make these gorgeous little outfits, dress her Barbies, and that's where my fashion design career started. I used to dress Rachel, she was my Barbie, and I used to dress her Barbies for her. So that's where it all started. And yeah, I kind of wondered why I only had one doll. I think I was more into the sewing machine and I remember at 8 years old, I asked for a camera for my birthday because I was into photography, and I still am. I love taking my photographs. So yeah, Barbies versus cameras and Cindy dolls. I think that's where it all started. So ladies, who has watched the Barbie movie? Let's raise your hands. Okay, so those of you who haven't, because I kind of thought there are not going to be a lot of people that have watched it. So what I've done is I've popped the trailer on because I think so many people don't want to watch it because of the stigma behind Barbie, this anorexic figure. You know, if any of us had waists that small, we wouldn't have organs in our body. So I think so many of us have been really scared away from Barbie. And I mean, who wants to go and watch all that pink? I mean, awful. I want to just tell you, it is such a brilliant movie. So if any of you are going to watch it, this is your time now. You're either going to love it, you're either going to love Barbie or you hate Barbie. But even those who hate Barbie will love the movie because there is so much psychology behind it, and it is so exactly what our age is all about, our era in this world right now. It's very, yeah. Anyway, I'll go into it as we talk. But what I want to do is pop the trailer and have a look at the trailer just for a little bit of an insight.
Hi, Barbie!
Hi, Kat. Hi, Barbie.
boyfriend?
To do what?
I'm actually not sure.
Okay, ladies, let's do this. What are you doing here?
I'm coming with you.
Did you bring your rollerblades?
I literally go nowhere without them. Oh, looks like this beach is a little too much beach for you, Ken. If I wasn't severely injured, I would beach you off right now, Ken.
I'll beach off with you any day, Ken. Anyone who wants to beach him off has to beach me off first. I will beach both of you off at the same time.
Beach both of us off.
Nobody's gonna beach anyone off.
So who wants to go and watch Barbie now? Yeah, so it was really very humorous, a complete comedy, and yeah, it's about Barbie living in her own world, and I want to say of rainbows and unicorns. And I often say to Graham, my poor husband, Shane, I say, like, I live my life on rainbows and unicorns. That's me. It's like nothing. I don't put the radio on in the car because I don't want to hear about what's happening in the world. I live in my own little bubble of joy and happiness. Not to say that I don't cry. Of course I cry and I have my bad moments. I mean, like today was very real. You know, I left the extension cord behind. I forgot the bags for the earrings. I've got a nice lipstick stain somewhere on my jacket because I think my daughter was using lipstick yesterday and suddenly it ended up on my jacket. You know, but I wear the hair over, and you know, this is the real world that we live in. So yes, it's rainbows and unicorns, but it's real. We've got real, all right. And Barbie, so in the movie, Barbie lives in Barbie land. It's all Barbies, and the Barbies are all lawyer Barbie and President Barbie and, you know, Dr. Barbie, and everybody's like, you know, all these real jobs, you know, and all the women in Barbie land are all very real looking as well. So you've got Barbies in wheelchairs, you've got Barbies who are plus size Barbies, you've got short Barbies, you've got tall Barbies, you've got every shape and size, just like the real world that we live in. And so that is just amazing. And I know with the Mattel brand, they have created Barbies, not just the stereotypical Barbie, and that's the one that we see a lot in the movie, is she calls herself stereotypical Barbie, like my sister. So the one with the blonde hair, and that's just so perfect, you know. And that's what we keep on looking as perfection. But I think I want to sort of enlighten you today so that maybe that is not the perfection that we keep on looking at. Okay, so, and she is in control of her world, yeah, it's basically don't let the world dull your sparkle. And yeah, there's just so much. When she goes into the real world dulls her sparkle. You know, it's all, I want to say it's all men. I can say that, there's no men here, right? It's all men, and it's the real world, and you know, and she actually had a bit of a tear at one point, going like, oh my word, there's like actually water, because there's no tears in Barbie world, you know, and there's no running water in Barbie world. She has a shower, and it's just like, no running water, and then running water in the real world, you know. So it's quite funny, I must say. From this movie, when I looked and I watched this movie, I watched it on the very first night because I knew I wanted to do a talk about it. So the opening day, what it is, you know, I just looked at this movie and I thought to myself, you know what, this is actually our world. It really is our world, especially when it comes to social media. I mean, think about the Instagram accounts that we see. I mean, it's perfection, isn't it? Everybody's painting this perfect life, but yet behind the scenes, it's not like that at all. We're living in utopia when we look at social media. It's utopia. Everything's just so fabulous. And if anybody says anything negative, we're probably defriending them because we don't want to see the negative. We want to just see this beautiful picture. Everything is a little bit skewed because what are we basing our world on? Are we basing it on the number of followers on our Instagram account? You know, are we measuring up to that? Is that what we're looking at? I was chatting to someone the other day and she said, yeah, she said she became quite obsessed. She was like checking who's following me next and how many followers do I have and, you know, how many likes did I get on that post? And we become quite obsessed with, you know, this world that we're living in. And it's a bit like a utopia. And is somebody trying to get in there? Come right in. Hey, do you want to take a seat here? There you go for now, and we'll sort things out later. No problem at all. We've just done the trailer for Barbie, and we're on to Utopia. This is where we are. Okay, so when it comes to Instagram, it is, I feel like, and Facebook and any of the others, TikTok, all the other social media accounts, it feels a little bit like we're being bought by the world. The world is buying us, they're buying our soul. I don't know if anybody can relate to that. I know for me, I feel like I'm doing my reels for my social media late into the night. My husband's sleeping next to me, my kids are sleeping. Am I being bought by this world? Trying to, and the more you give it, the more it wants. The more you give it, the more it wants. It's like feeding this monster. And is this our self-worth? I was telling my kiddies the other day about not deleting your history. My little girl Zara started a YouTube account, I think at the age of 5. She did her first makeup video. It was absolutely gorgeous and so funny because she kept on sticking the mascara in her eye, and the recovery process was hilarious. And she wanted this YouTube channel. I started it for her. And now at the age of 11, she's like, Mom, please delete that. And I'm like, no, babes. You wanted it, you got it. Don't delete your history. Don't delete your history. Build on your history. You know, we all have a past. Our past, I don't want to say it defines who we are, but I think it has helped us to become who we are. You know, everybody's past, pain or pleasure, because we've all gone through something. I know Graham, I'm the second wife for Graham, and I got a better husband because I am the second wife, you know? So I don't want to delete his history. I don't want to erase the wife that he was married to before. I've built on that, which is great. So I think that's really important. Carrying on the social media side, I absolutely loved it. If you have a look at this Barbie house, ladies, in the Barbie movie, all the houses are open plan, no glass. Everybody can, like, one Barbie's on the one side and the other one's over there, and it's like, hi Barbie, you know, everyone's Barbie, so there are a million Barbies, they're all named Barbie, and everybody's like, hi Barbie, is that not Instagram? Is that not TikTok? Is that not Facebook? Everybody can see your life, everybody can see your world. We're all looking into each other's worlds. What are you showing them? You know, are you behind while you're showering? Or are you on the beach in your G-string? You know, what are you showing them? And I think this is really important for our kids today, for them to understand that what you put on social media, the whole world can see. So be careful about what you put on social media. Just got this gorgeous book. That's another diversion for another day. If anybody wants a copy of that, it's amazing. I'm starting to read it now for my kids on social media and kids. So yes, there you go. I'm talking about kids anyway. You know, our kids. What are they exposed to? I also say with my kiddies, RR versus VR. So they're at the age now, 10 and 11, where they're starting to go onto YouTube. They're on. In fact, I've got my daughter's iPad right here. So can I take it for the music later? You know. So they're on their screens all the time. We went to a kid's birthday party in Cape Town not so long ago, and all the kids were on devices at the birthday party. My kids said, this is the worst birthday party we've ever been to, Mom. Please, can we leave? We can't stand it. So I said to them, that's VR, virtual reality. Shall we go and experience RR, real reality? Shall we go down to Camp Spey? Shall we go and run on the beach? Shall we go and see the sunset in real time? They said it was the best time of their life. So I always say to them in the car, VR versus RR, what would you prefer? And can I tell you something? RR always wins. RR always wins. So Instagram, the perfect filters, filtered photographs. That's one thing I do pride myself on my Instagram feed. I might enhance the color, just go into that enhance the color because I love color so much. So let's make the pink a little bit brighter. But I'll never put a filter on my social media because of what I do, being an image consultant. I want people to see real. I want them to see the wrinkles, the spots, the real people. I don't want to filter that. Is Instagram destroying our confidence? Because everybody looks so perfect out there. There was a video that I showed a few years ago in one of my talks where it was newspaper articles. I did consider showing it to you today, where they tear out all the adverts in the Elle magazine or the Cosmo, and you're left with like a very thin slither, and all those models, and they show you how they've actually taken the real person and made them into Barbie. It's not real. We are being fed incorrect information here. Is our world, are we feeling like we are being sucked in by this? We need to ask ourselves that question. And as I said before, the more you feed it, the more it demands of you. So ladies, being an image consultant, I work with a lot of different figure shapes. And one of the figure shapes I work with is the hourglass. So I've got the neat hourglass, I've got the full hourglass, I've got the triangular figure, I've got the inverted triangle, I've got the rectangle. And so there's a variety of figure shapes. Very few clients that I've ever had are actually the hourglass. Yet we are all aspiring to be hourglasses. Isn't that amazing? So my least amount, the cards that I have, the ones that I print the least are the hourglass, because very few women are that. Amazing. That's where you've got your shoulders are balanced with your hip, and you've got this beautiful little waist, a little bit more of a fuller figure than Barbie, because as I said, we can't fit organs there. So yeah, similar to the Barbie figure. Very few of us are that. What I love to do in my consults with my clients is show them how to enhance the parts that they love about their body. What are those parts that you love? Is it your clavicles just here? Your shoulders, your boobs, ladies. I know some of us, we're dropping a little bit. You can always give it a little bit of a lift there. What are those parts that we're proud of? And then we all have those parts, not all, but most of us have those parts that we're less proud of. The parts that we don't really want to show to everybody, and that's okay. We don't have to. How do we disguise those parts? And the reason I do this balancing with my clients is to help boost their confidence. Because at the end of the day, if you are, like for myself, I've got a little bit of a tummy. If I'm wearing a skin-tight top, I'm not feeling confident, because when I sit up, I've got my rolls hanging over, and I don't really want to feel that. I don't want to feel it, I want to just disguise it. So I'll try and wear a top that's a little bit more, looser over my tongue. And that makes me feel better about myself. So it's not about the other person. It's not about who we're showing. It's how we feel about ourselves and how confident we feel. So I need to be thinner, ladies. Do we say this? I need to be smarter. I need to be prettier. I need to be better. I need to be myself. That is who you need to be. We are so critical of ourselves. And it's not about a number. We all stand on that scale. Okay, you don't have to confess right now, but I'm sure we all have those scales. It's very scary to stand on that scale sometimes. Looking at the size of clothing when I take ladies shopping, they're so surprised, because my outsize lady, sometimes I fit her into an extra small. She's like, what? I was like, yeah, it's not about the size. When I look at the garment, I hold it up and I go, yeah, this looks like it's your size. There you go, try it on, And then, vice versa. Sometimes my extra small ladies are wearing an extra large, and you go like, what on earth, how did that happen? And women are like, oh, I can't it's a psychological thing. We're so schooled that if we have to be a certain perfect number, size 34, 32 or 34, that is perfect. Really? Is it perfect? No. Aesthetics, something we definitely need to talk about, ladies. Aesthetics, and I know this is also quite a touchy subject for a lot of ladies, and I will just park my viewpoint on that, so you kind of know where I stand before I go into it. As an image consultant, I have a lot of ladies who have done certain things and a lot of ladies that haven't. I am not judgmental on any of my clients, and I'm not judgmental on any of you. If you feel that it's going to boost your confidence, it's something that you decide to do. It's your choice. And you know what, with everything in life, there are consequences. So, like the way I raise my children, you can do anything you want, but always think about what the consequence is. Is there a consequence to what we're putting into our skin? We don't know that yet. Just like the cell phone, we don't know the damage that's causing our bodies. At the moment, I think I've been doing so much on my phone, I've actually got pain on my arm from my phone. I've actually put one of your patches, Mel, on my arm. I put it on last night. I was like, my arm is so sore. I'm putting one here and one here for my Instagram arm, you know? Seriously, what are we doing? You know, how is this affecting us? And the thing is, out there, women are judging women. It's really bad. It really is bad. I'm really grateful that I don't have any friends, unless I'm still living in Rainbow Land. I don't have any people that I think, look, you might be all judging me right now, and that's okay. You can do that. I'm living in my bubble, rainbows and unicorns, okay? And that's fine. Judge me, that's fine. But I don't know those people that do it, because I only connect with people that don't do that, I guess, because that's my value system. But there are so many women that judge other women. Really, really hectic. And, you know, if you are doing aesthetics, what are we covering up? Are there wounds that we're trying to heal? You know, that's also a very real thing. Is it cancer? You know, is it something that's happened, you know, bruised eye from domestic violence that you're trying to fix? Or something that we can't see from domestic violence? Is it your teeth whitening because you're a speaker and you talk all the time and that makes you feel confident? You know, so I think we need to really think about why are we doing what we're doing when it comes to aesthetics. Is it because we are lacking confidence that we're doing it? So let's just think about that. Treat your body like it belongs to someone you love. Ha, that. Do we treat our bodies? Izzy knows right now, and she can stand up and say, I've got my, I want to say almost like my surrogate mom sitting here, or big sister, and she is constantly saying to me, Dan, you need more rest. Dan, when I come and, she said this to me yesterday, she says, when I come and visit you in hospital, what did you say? Tell them what you said.
I just said that if you don't look after yourself, what happens when you actually end up in hospital because you haven't looked after yourself?
Exactly.
Who's going to care?
Exactly. So this is for me. I'm preaching to myself. You know, treat my body like somebody I love. At the moment, I feel like I'm investing in everybody else except for me. I think I had 2 hours sleep on Saturday night working on presentations, 4 hours sleep last night. I'm burning it, girls. I'm burning it. It's not good for me. It said to me, when are you going to rest, Dan? I said, Friday. She said, if you get to Friday. You know? So, yeah, let's think about that. Note to self. I'm going to put this on my wall now. Plaster it, pink, all over the wall. Graham's going to be like, what? Okay. Taking off the mask. We had a talk at the beginning of the year by Laura Stain on the mask, remember? Okay, taking off the mask. What I believe in is vulnerability. But obviously vulnerability within a safe space, ladies, because as you can see, so many women are judging. So you don't want to be vulnerable in that space. You need to find your safe space in order to be vulnerable. But if you can be vulnerable with ladies or men or friends, you will actually find that you create almost like a divine connection with those people. A divine connection. And you build friendships through vulnerability. Center, your book. I haven't read it, but I've heard a lot of your talks about your book and your journey. Center's book, she's brought her books here today, so I'd love you to go and have a look. Center's gone through a huge journey in her life. She has been completely vulnerable with us, ladies. Read Center's book. I'm buying it today. I said I've seen her so many times, I haven't bought it yet. But read Center's book because she's been vulnerable with you. But through her vulnerability, how many connections have you made, Center? So many connections. And how many friendships? I mean, I've just seen you on social media, and I'm sure we don't post half of what we do, ladies. We really don't. But through that, I can see all your friendships are just flourishing through your vulnerability, which is just amazing. So cheers, champagne glasses to Center. Well done for that. And create that deeper meaning with your relationships. And ladies, that's why I am vulnerable with you on this platform. I feel safe on this platform with you, and I share my vulnerability with you so that we can connect. And I think we have an awesome connection, which I'm so grateful for. So thank you to all of you. All right, so the real world. Comfort is key in the real world. So in the Barbie movie, I need to tell you, there's a part in this movie where I think it's Crazy Barbie. I don't know what they call her again.
Broken Barbie.
Broken Barbie. Okay, so the Barbie that when you were a kid, you probably like cut her hair, hacked it, you like maybe got some of your paint and dyed the hair, you stuck pins in her. Remember the earrings? I used to stick pins in my Cindy ears. So all those kind of things. So she's crazy Barbie, and so stereotypical Barbie, who is not that, looks like all perfect, that perfect. I'm using an inverted commas so we don't think of it as perfect. She comes and she's like, I'm having thoughts of death. I can't cope. My whole world's falling apart because I'm having thoughts of death. I'm not just like floating out of my house, because nobody takes their Barbies down the stairs. We all take them and just drop them into the car. She's like, no, I'm literally dropping out of the house, and falling splat on the floor. So I'm having these thoughts of, what do I need to do? She's like, well, somebody is playing with you. One of the little girls is playing with you and they've got a problem and they're mistreating you, and it's really terrible. So you need to go to the real world to find that child or that person who is playing with you, and you need to resolve that so that you don't have these thoughts of death. And anyway, long story. So the crazy Barbie offers her, you can choose what happens is her feet went flat. How? That. So her feet, Barbies always have these feet there. Those ones, okay. So her feet, she realized she had a severe problem, as you saw in the trailer, where her feet were flat. They were like, no ways, your feet are flat, there's a huge problem here, because your feet must always be at heels, So crazy Barbie, this is the crazy Barbie here, says to her, okay, you're going to choose the heel or the Birkenstock. Now this for me was like one of my favorite parts. Like, yeah, let's do it. I've got like my Birkenstock vibe just around the corner there. I popped my Barbie heels on just because I felt like being like Barbie today. But yeah, comfort. Comfort is real, ladies. Embrace your body and dress in a way that boosts your confidence. I feel more confident actually in flats and sneakers than I do in heels. Look, these ones are very short ones, so I think I'm still good to go today. But pretty much comfort. Go for comfort, what you find comfortable. Embrace your values. And who are you as a person? I think, being real, embracing your values, finding people that align with your value system, very, very important. Be authentic and be real. Real girls are never perfect, and perfect girls are never real. Now, I know of somebody that I've recently connected with, and on Instagram she's got this perfect life. Perfect. She's got the Ken husband, she's Barbie, stereotypical Barbie, she's got 3 beautiful children, perfect life. On Instagram, her world is falling apart. Falling apart. The perfect girls can never be real. How's that? It's not a pretty picture. Your first impression with anybody is made within the first 7 seconds. And in those 7 seconds, 11 impressions are made. So it's called the 7-11. 93% is based on your physical appearance, and only 7% the words that you say. So when you go to the shops and you look at those strawberry rolls, I know most of you have tasted them. They had to be pink and reddish for the presentation. But when you look at those box of biscuits on the shelf, you're basing your purchase on branding, personal branding, what you look like, what you see. You've never eaten the biscuits, you've never tasted them before. So it is about what you look like. And that is that's the reality of the world that we live in. You know, we all say, oh, I'm such a beautiful person, I don't have to dress this way or that way. But people don't know that until they actually start getting to know you. They don't know you yet. So make that first impression good. You don't have to be Barbie in first impression. Be you first impression. Okay, expectations versus reality. Society and the beauty standards can lead to anxiety and stress. Too much pressure. And now this is a little video clip that Janine actually sent me, and I managed to embed it into my presentation. And I thought this was brilliant because, ladies, I think so many of you are going to resonate with this. There's too much on us as women, too many things.
You have to be thin, but not too thin. And you can never say you want to be thin. You have to say you want to be healthy, but also you have to be thin. You have to have money, but you can't ask for money. You have to be a career woman, but you also always be looking out for other people. You have to answer for men's bad behavior, which is insane, but if you point that out, you're accused of complaining. You're supposed to stay pretty for men, but not so pretty that you tempt them too much or that you threaten other women, because you're supposed to be a part of the system, but always stand out and always be grateful. You have to never get old, never be rude, never show off, never be selfish, never fall down, never fail, never show fear, never get out of line. It's too hard, it's too contradictory, and nobody gives you a medal or says thank you. And it turns out, in fact, that not only are you doing everything wrong, but also everything is your fault.
How many of you feel that way? It is so hectic. The world that we're living in is so hectic. And you never know where you're standing. Hey, it's like, not too pretty, not too old, not too thin, not too, you know? Seriously. Our expectations versus our reality. We need to really think about that. I remember when we went to a marriage counselor when we got married, the one thing I took out of it was he said to Graham and I, the thing that will destroy a marriage is your reality versus expectations. When your expectations are too high, and mine are always so high, ladies, that's the problem, you get disappointed a lot, which is not great. You know, huge disappointments. Yeah, anyway, I work with that every day. I work with that, going, Dan, stop doing the rainbows thing, you know. Okay, so positive affirmations. One of the things that would be really amazing, just to, when you are feeling like you are not feeling confident, are those positive affirmations. I listened to a talk on Monday by Sam Ace, and she was just saying that her little boy goes out every day, well, before he leaves, she's schooled him into this, and he goes out and he's like, I am awesome, I'm gonna rock it today, I am good looking, look at my muscle, you know, I love my sister, and you know, all of these positive affirmations. She's like, if I can just give my kid positive affirmations, well then I've made it as a mom, you know. So I thought that was really, really great. So yeah, positively affirming ourselves, that's what we need to do. No one's going to do it for us. I think we rely so much on our partners and our friends to do it for us and tell us how amazing we are. And we get so disappointed at reality of expectations when they don't. And we rely heavily on that. But let's start affirming ourselves. I think that's really going to help. One of the things I loved in the movie was this t-shirt, I am enough. We all here, we need to keep on saying to ourselves, I am enough, and Ken is like, I am enough, you know, because obviously, yeah, Ken was a little bit, had a little bit of a short straw in the movie. And then Barbie core, going on to Barbie core clothing. This is a real thing. As a fashion designer, so many of our trends are influenced by movies, by politics, by you know. So Barbie core is definitely a real thing in stores. You'll be able to see a lot of this in store at the moment. I think a lot of it's actually sold out because maybe I've bought half of it. But yeah, Barbie core, it's a range of clothing, feminine, girly styles promoting self-expression and body positivity. It's also creating a sense of playfulness and fun, a lot of sparkle, a lot of glitter, which just comes naturally to me anyway, because I am that girl. And the power of pink, also body positivity and diversity. And dopamine dressing, which I think if you came a year ago to my talk, I was speaking about dopamine dressing and how color actually changes your psyche. It is like a dopamine kick when you're wearing a beautiful bright color. Where's Les? Les, I went shopping at Les's thrift store, and Les, you'll see, I just want to pull out a few things. I bought this gorgeous silver jacket with a bit of pink from Les's store. Les, I'm just going to pull out a few more. I bought a beautiful holographic, nothing like a bit of sparkly. No pink on this, ladies, for those green ladies or chartreuse ladies. I got another little silver jacket. I bought a pink one too. So I had a field day at Les's shop. Bought this from Les too. So I think everything I bought from you, Les, is on this rail, which is just great. And then yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, I wore this the other day. I mean, how fabulous! Nothing like a sparkle. That was an H&M bar. Also another H&M bar. A few little sparkles here. And then yeah, I mean, you got your little sparkly bag. And when we went to the Barbie movie, my little Zara grabbed that bag, and she's like, "I'm wearing that bag, Mom." You know. So it was really fun. But it's also quite interesting to, you know, upskill these kids in this era that they are watching Barbie and the reasons why. So it's really nice that they've been introduced in this way. For confidence and body positivity, negative self-talk, ladies. You know what you say to yourself. If you said that to somebody else, would they be friends with you? Definitely not. It's that loving yourself thing that we're talking about. It's never about the clothes, lady. It's about what we are covering up, which is just so much deeper. What are we covering up with our clothing? And then the perfect imperfections, the real Barbie, being you, being comfortable in your perfect imperfections. The lawyer Barbie, the wheelchair Barbie, the president Barbie. We dress up, putting our armor on every day so that we can cope. When you're feeling like you're having a bad time, I know I dress up even more when I'm having a bad day, because I go, what I'm dressing on the outside can change my inside. I'll pop my brightest lip on, and it just changes the way you feel. Walk around with no makeup on all day. I'm not saying you have to wear makeup, ladies. I wear it to play because I love enhancing my natural assets, you know. What's happening on the inside can also be reflected on the outside. So that's really, really, I find that so fascinating. Okay, and dressing for yourself and no one else. How many of us are dressing for other women? You know, you go somewhere and you're dressing for another woman. It's not even a man. How's that? We're dressing for our friends. Or we're dressing for the men out there, you know? Dress for yourself. And if you're confident in yourself, you're going to attract so many people to you. And then don't let Barbie destroy your confidence, ladies. Give yourself permission to play, to dress up, and add a bit of sparkle and color. Lastly, my most favorite quote: there is nothing more rare nor more beautiful than a woman being unapologetically herself, comfortable in her perfect imperfection. To me, that is the true essence of beauty. So that is beauty beyond being comfortable in your perfect imperfections. So ladies, for those of you who aren't following me on social media, if you want to, so after all the social media talk, if you want to see real filters, you can pop onto my social, and please don't expect me to be working until 2 a.m. every morning on it. When you get one, enjoy it, because a lot of work does go into it. So that is that.
Dan, just a little something from us ladies, and then thank you, my sweetie. It's all pretty and pink, okay?
Oh, and I
Barbie.
Thank you. I wasn't expecting that at all. I thought they organized as a speaker gift. I actually crossed that. If anybody can see here, I've got here thank you and gift, and I've got it crossed out. I was like, not today. It's not my turn today. Thank you. That is so gorgeous. Thanks, guys. That is fantastic.